Hi all. So today I'll be discussing about k-means clustering, which is an unsupervised learning algorithm. So first we'll discuss what are the steps involved in k-means clustering. So you have a raw data, which I presume is numeric data with few features. The first step is to decide how many clusters are existing in this data. Okay, so we'll discuss a method how we can figure out how many clusters are there. Then we have to initialize the centroids and we have to recalculate the centroid every step or every iteration. Then we calculate the distances of each data point with the centroids. Then we group data points to each of the cluster. Okay, and then we actually recalculate the centroids. Okay, and we perform this step unless there is no change in the centroids. Okay, so if there is no change, then we end this process. Okay, so first we'll see how we decide k. You might have seen this plot which is called elbow plot. Okay, so what this plot does is, so we calculate within cluster sum of squares errors. Okay, and we do it for multiple k values, so starting from one cluster, let's say till 10 clusters. So this is like a random guess you have to do, if you have some prior knowledge of this data, like maybe this data has 3 clusters, so you have to select this number from 1 to whatever number you think there you have these many clusters. Then sum of square of errors is nothing but summation of square of each cluster point minus centroid. Okay, so this is how SSE is calculated. Okay, then this is plotted on this plot which is called elbow plot, and once you see the change is very minimal or the drop in the error is very minimal, we select cluster. So in this case we might select 3 or 4. Okay, so this is how we decide k. Now let's see how this algorithm actually works. So let's say you have your k decided. Okay, so we initialize this k as centroids. So these many centroids we have to find in the data. So let's say we have this data which is x1 and x2. We have 5 data points and we have k equal to 2. Okay, so we have to initialize the centroids initially. So let's say from the data I selected 2 data points which is at random, 3, 6 and 4, 8. Now we'll calculate the distances of these data points from both the centroids. Okay, and based on the Euclidean distance, whichever point is closer to this centroid, it will be clustered to that particular point. So let's say in the first case, points 1, 2, 3, they are part of cluster 1, they are closer to this data. And let's say 4, 8 and 5, 50, they are closer to this centroid. Now we calculate the new centroids, which is average of these data points. Okay, so we have, let's say 2, 4, 4.5 and 9. And then we repeat step 2 again. We calculate distances of each data point with respect to the centroids. Now in this second iteration, we actually clustered these 4 points to cluster 1 and this to cluster 2, only single point. And then we recalculate the centroids. Now if we do step 2 again, there will be no change. So this is where we end this loop. Okay, and this is your final clusters. You have 2 clusters with these centroids. Okay, now we'll just see what are the advantages and disadvantages. So first thing is, it is good because this algorithm can work with the non-labeled data as well, and it helps us in discovering hidden features or hidden categories in the data. There are few disadvantages, like this clustering algorithm assumes the data to be spherical in nature. Okay, it is very sensitive to centroid initialization. Now I say that, if you could have taken some other centroids, there could be a chance there are different results. Okay, so that is one disadvantage which happens generally in big data. Okay, so this is all about k-means clustering. Thanks for watching guys. Do like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.